Hey YouTube, so it's Anything Goes Saturday, which it's been slow, let me just say that. But you can tell now we've got nothing but mud in our driveway again because the temperatures for some reason are hovering around 40. So I guess we've been getting some south winds, but we're not getting any south sun. So that's why everything is staying muddy, and you should see the main road up there. Oh my god, it's like driving through a batch of concrete. It's just unbelievable. Well guys, I got to do some cleaning up here. I made those things yesterday. There was a lot of aluminum that cut off of them. But I was vacuuming my floor and stuff this morning because Bullseye likes to go after the wood pile over there, which is getting low, and have his way with the wood. So I was trying to clean up a little bit here because when I get the parts on Monday, I don't want to have anything in my way when I start working on that tractor again. About doing some cleaning up around here, huh? Yeah. That's where he goes outside. So anyway guys, I finished vacuuming up and cleaning up. There was some oil spilled and stuff over here. So I basically got that cleaned up. And what I wanted to talk about, and I'll show you this. I bought this air compressor. It's an Ingersoll Rand. I know you can hardly see the name there. I think I paid about $650 for this thing. I have it wired up 230 volts. It's a 5 horsepower motor on it. It's a single stage 2-cylinder. Now this motor is made, or this compressor is made in India, but I have to say that I've had no problems with it. Okay, this is some of the specifications for it there as far as air goes, which it has satisfied everything that I've ever needed. If it doesn't matter whether I run an orbital sander, and I have an old IR sander and it still runs really good with this thing, and I could run a impact wrench at the same time. I keep one hose for 35 pounds of air to blow things out. I have another outlet over here, this hose, that's at 120. But here's what I'm getting at. When I was vacuuming up before and stuff, and I was trying to clean some stuff up, I thought, well, maybe I should take this off, this air cleaner, and see, what's the story with it. So there's a wing nut on there. You take it off, pull it apart. Inside there's a plastic cup, another cup, and then there's a filter. Well, I have the filter by my computer, and I just want to show you what happened with it. In figuring out, whether I should replace this or how I could replace it or where I could even get a replacement. Now, I bought this thing at Tractor Supply, so I figured Tractor Supply would be the place to get the part. But they don't necessarily have the exact filter that was in here, and I want to get the exact filter because it lasted for such a long time. I probably changed it once before in all this time. So, and it looks like the filter looks like I should have been changing it more often, so I'm going to have to get at that. But anyway, I just want to show you something that I went through trying to find this filter. Okay guys, so this is what that filter looks like. On the outside there's like a 3-layered tape of some sort, 3 layers to it, that has been wrapped around the filter. And it allows, there's holes in it for let the air pass through. And then there's a paper filter inside, and I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting in here, but there is a metal screen on the inside of this thing to keep the paper from being sucked into the cylinder head. So anyway, here's my problem, or not problem, but it's just a story I'm telling you. So I decided, okay, well, I think I'm going to buy a new one of them. So the part number's on it. You can't really see it, but it's on the top here. There's no manufacturer except it says Ingersoll Rand on it. So anyway, I looked it up, the part number, and I got a whole bunch of options. And I just want to show you the difference in the options for this. Okay, well, so first of all, I got this one, which the price there, you can see $23.55, and that's from Grainger. Okay, now the problem with this filter is when you look close at it, there's no mesh inside, and there's obviously none on the outside. So it doesn't really look like the original filter. But, you know, I realized that things fit, and if they fit, they might work, and we go from there. So anyway, I'm looking down the line. I take another page, I look. Wow, here's one for $10, and it looks a little more like what I want because it's black. Has mesh on the inside there, you can see it. Let me just see if I can zoom in there a little bit for you. It has mesh on the inside there, wire mesh, but nothing on the outside again. But hey, it's only 10 bucks, so that might not be a bad deal. So anyway, I'm still looking because I'd like to find one that looks exactly like it. Found another one here, $9.50. Well, you can't go wrong with that. You know, better, less is better, right? So anyway, this is IAP Industrial Air Power website. So $9.50. So I keep looking a little bit further. So I go on Amazon. $8.99 plus $7 shipping, which this thing weighs 0.02 pounds. Okay, 0.02 pounds. So isn't that 2/100ths of a pound? So it's pretty small to be $7 shipping. I guess that's the, I don't know, I think that's a quarter or so less than standard shipping for the little box you can get at the post office. But this thing, it weighs so little, you could throw this inside of an envelope, I believe, and send it for, you know, $1. But anyway, $8.99. It's got metal mesh inside, not so much on the outside, nothing that, you know, I wanted. Okay, so then I look again. Wow, compressed air. Here's another one. $7.19. Same part number. This is getting better and better. So then I look at another one. This is a place called Capco is the industry name, but compressor, let's see, Compressor Air Parts, I think it's called, or something like that, or Compressor Air Part Company. Either way, you can see there's a mesh on the inside, nothing on the outside, but it looks just like all the other ones. Look at the price of this thing. $2.80. So at this point I saw the $2.80 and I figured, you know what, I'm not going to be playing games with this. I just went ahead and put 5 of them then. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look there close, I put 5 of them into the cart for a whopping $14. So in my mind, you know, you can't beat this. This sounds like a good deal. So I was doing a little bit more searching then to see if I could find the exact thing, because remember, like I say, this has that stuff on the outside. And I mean, I'm not so foolish to not know whether something will work or not. I'm buying 5 of these, I figured, because if I bought 5 of them, I could change them more often if I need to and still be saving money, or, you know, not wasting money. So then I look on this Capco website a little further, and I find the exact thing I'm looking for. So that is the exact one. It has the stuff on the outside. It has the holes, round holes on the inside, and if you count the pleats there's 4 pleats in every hole, which, you know, which gives you an idea of the folds that are in it, is what I'm after here. So this one also says Ingersoll Rand on it. It also is, you know, got the part number. Now this one is $10.40. So I'm at the point where, okay, I can buy 5 of these for $2.80 a piece, or I can go ahead and go for this $10.40 one. My point here is that if I look at this one, now this is like all the other ones that were for sale. This one right here. Every one of them looked like that. That was for sale, except for the one at what's the name of it? Grainger, which is red. But that doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter. What matters is that there's metal on the inside to keep the pleated paper from being sucked into the cylinder. So, you know, at $2.80, that means that in order to keep people working at Grainger, I have to pay 10 times more for something, when in reality Grainger imports probably half their stuff, if not more, and the only person that's going to keep their job is the counter person at Grainger and the guy who's making all the money with his name on the top of the list. So I'm not willing to pay 10 times for something. But when I do look at this and I see this $10.40, you know, I am willing to pay for the correct one. And this is the only picture, the only company that had the correct, absolute correct one. So $10.40 it is. And I still might buy, I think I'm going to buy this one, and I'll still buy one of the other ones just to see the difference. This is why things are so confusing in this country. You know, you want to support the country, you want to do what's right, but the prices are so freaking ridiculous. I mean, if $23 for something, think of it this way. If I bought a Mahindra tractor for $10,000, okay, and then I thought to myself, well, you know what, instead of buying the Mahindra at $10,000, which is cheap for, you know, I'm just rounding numbers off. Instead of buying a Mahindra for $10,000, I'll buy a John Deere and keep people working at 10 times the price. It means I'd have to pay $100,000 for the same thing just to keep people working. I have to tell you that at this price of $2.80, I'm not willing to pay 10 times the price to keep people working, when in reality they have also got their part from China as well. It just doesn't make any sense. That's what we're up against in this country, with having left the manufacturers move overseas, you know, and set up shop. They're making all the money and still selling it to us for the same price. If they were going to sell it to us for these prices, if this $2.80 represents what it can actually be sold for and still make a profit, I mean, these guys are probably still making $1.40 on that part. I don't know for sure, and it doesn't matter. It's just that this is utterly ridiculous. Let me know what you think about this, guys. I don't know. It just aggravates me something fierce. Have a good one. Oh, and by the way, before I ever went to these, I went to Tractor Supply to try and find the filter from them. And you can get it, but it's still, I think, more than $10 for the same filter. And it's not this filter, the one with the tape around the outside with the holes in it. It's the other filter. It's that type. So even they're not selling the original replacement for Ingersoll Rand. Amazing. Have a good one, guys. Okay, guys, so I might have to eat some crow here because I had to go back to Amazon to get the $8.99 one with the $7 shipping. So I bought 3 of them, okay? But it's still $7 shipping even with 3. Guess what the $2.80 one was? They wanted to charge me a whopping $19 for shipping. So that was out of the question. I wasn't going to pay that. So it ended up where this Amazon one was the best price, not exactly what I wanted, but the exact one that I wanted for $10 was $19 shipping. The $2.80 one was $17.50 or something like that shipping. So you can't. This is the best price from Amazon. So anyway, guys, there you have it. I stand corrected. I don't know who I'm supporting at this point. Have a good one.